As a Chinese adoptee who grew up in America, I have grown up eating American foods, and that is what I enjoy eating the most. But as I've gone on thinking about my adoption and how it's affected my life, I realize it has also affected my relationship with Chinese food, mainly being that I do not like it. I've never really been a huge fan of going to Chinese restaurants. When I was little, the only things I really liked were like the stir-fried noodles, fried rice, dumplings, and scallion pancakes. I'm also a vegetarian, so there's a lot of Chinese foods that have meat in them, so that also kind of limited what I could eat at Chinese restaurants. But as I've grown up, the amount of Chinese foods that I enjoy eating at restaurants has decreased, so I no longer like the noodles or the fried rice as much, and I mainly just order like dumplings, and the scallion pancakes are the only things that I like, really. And since food is the huge part of cultures, I kind of feel like that being adopted has separated me from that part of Chinese culture. Not just enjoying Chinese food, but also the culture around eating. Even just the utensils, like chopsticks, I always prefer using a fork over chopsticks. My parents, on the other hand, enjoy going to Chinese restaurants and enjoy Chinese food, and they also enjoy using chopsticks a lot more. My mom uses chopsticks basically every meal, and my dad uses chopsticks occasionally, but definitely more than my sister and I, especially when we were growing up. My sister has started using chopsticks more in the past couple of years, but I am still using forks more than chopsticks. I will use chopsticks if I'm at like an Asian restaurant, like at a sushi restaurant or a Chinese restaurant where they offer chopsticks. But if they also have a fork there on the table, then I'm gonna use the fork. The fact that I don't like Chinese food is kind of worrying me a little bit, because I do want to go visit China at some point, and I don't want to be completely miserable there because I don't like the food. So I'm really hoping that it's just like the American versions of Chinese food that I don't like, and not actual Chinese food. If not, then I could always just like survive on dumplings, I guess.